Count the votes. The votes. 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 Count the votes.
I'll send you a text.
In the history of all of the United States, of all the years, have we ever been this obvious of like voter suppression? I mean, because that's considered voter suppression. When you don't count the votes, it's voter suppression.
Honey, they've always done that in the South. They would make, when black people first started voting in the 60s and 50s with the civil rights thing, they'd make them recite every county in the state of Alabama, and they would make them, guess how many jelly beans is in a jar. They had to pay poll taxes. They did all sorts of stuff to try to keep people from voting.
Yeah. I can't believe it. Like they're saying count the votes, but yet they're also saying stop count the votes.
Count the white people's votes that are Republican. That's what they're saying.
And Texas still has 85% to count. I know they're like 6% ahead in like the overall polls, and I think it's very slim chance that Joe Biden would get Texas, but it's not absolutely out of this world. Like it's still 15% left to count, which could be a lot. It could be 75. Yeah. All it needs to get is 75.
Georgia?
No, Texas. They still have only 85% counted right now.
What, you think that's going to come back out on the table?
Well, they need to count it. They should count at least up to 95.
Hasn't finished their count yet, is what he's saying.
Okay.
And Joe's going to speak in a little bit.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So, anyways, let's get our intros out of the way. Do you want to start, Abe, on your intro?
Sure. My name is Abe. My handle is Won't Be Silent. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram and the lovely TikTok. And it's just about me just speaking from the heart about the injustices that this White House has been doing. And that's pretty much where I come from. So if you want to hear me ranting, but ranting with a heart and a knife in the chest for Trump, come visit.
BrainDaddy, what about you?
Hi, hello. Yes, I am the BrainDaddy. That sounds so weird to say. I am primarily on TikTok. I do have a tiny little YouTube channel, but I've been talking about bashing Trump and Trump supporters and talking about politics for the past few months. In a hopefully comedic way some of the times. So yeah, I'm just really excited to get this whole shit over with. Oh, sorry.
Actually, today you can cuss. We can cuss today because we're not on a
monetized?
main. Yeah, we're not monetized right now. Like John might join us tomorrow, maybe. We'll just see. Oh, and Mike, can you turn off the TV behind you possibly, or just turn it down the volume because we can hear it in the overall mix. Oh,
mine's muted.
Oh, it is. Amanda, do you have the TV on?
It's muted.
Oh,
can you hear it now?
I hear it from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't have a TV on.
I just hear it from somewhere. I don't know. Okay, no problem. Anyways, Amanda, go ahead. What's your?
Hey, I'm Amanda Henn, and I'm on TikTok as Nadine is Woke. I'm on Twitter. Nadine is Woke because my friend keeps putting videos up on Twitter. And my YouTube channel, Amanda Henn, and I do, I'm an advocate for LGBTQ rights, Black Lives Matter, political comedy routines. I curse a lot. I'm a Southern movie star. So that's all I do. And I just do it all from my bed.
That's really fun. And my name is Bert. I come from California. I run a travel YouTube channel, mostly focused on like budget travel and food and exciting things to do when you travel overseas. So I just really try my best to, show people that they can go, places without, worrying too much. So yeah, that's my channel. It's called Food X Bert, and my name is Bert. So anyways, that's for me. Oh, but Mike, actually, I think maybe if you could turn off your TV, because I think it's running through the headphones. Like
I don't even know. These aren't even Bluetooth or anything.
I mean, somehow it could be also even through, if you turn it off, it will maybe stop. I don't know. You just turned it off.
I did, but
it's still going, huh?
Yeah,
it's interesting. I don't know what's going on. Can you guys hear the sound?
I can't hear anything.
No.
I heard somebody's
phone ring.
Yeah.
No, it's off. Now it's off.
I like
Okay,
it.
good.
Hey, darling.
Hey, Mr. Jahko, you're just in time for the introduction.
Oh, I'm in time? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
on time for the introduction. Talk about your channel.
I'm Mr. Jahko. I'm on TikTok. I do parodies of songs and remixes. I do rap songs, anything like that. And I do Black history as well. So after this whole Trump situation, I'm going to start going back to my Black history. But as of now, I've been doing political, Donald Trump, anti-Donald Trump stuff. So you could check out my page if you're interested.
That's great.
And I also put up my songs on my YouTube.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, your stuff is just getting better and better all the time, Mr. Jahko. And I've actually started doing my own like songs on top of other hit songs, and I just add like, Don the Con has got it. Like, gonna get divorced to Melania. I said that in one of my new videos. And it's like, goodbye, my almost lover. It's just a fun thing I did with that TikTok. But anyways.
I do Melania's voice sometimes,
Oh, wow.
Who needs this Christmas tree and all of these Christmas decorations?
It's good. It's a good accent for sure.
Honey, she's packing the bags as we speak.
That's the reason that moving truck's out in front of the White House.
Is that hilarious?
What is going on? Because like they were having a double for Melania for the longest time, like the last 3 weeks, ever since COVID. And I think she's mad about getting COVID, honestly. I don't know, but like she might be divorcing Donald Trump because now there's just no reason to stay.
Right?
Honey, I want to know where Bill Barr is. Nobody's seen that little man.
I did a post on that today. I think he's either dead or he's on a ventilator.
Honey, whatever it takes, I'm all for it.
I think he's dead.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice he was gone.
Yeah, but of all the times for him to be gone, this moment is like when he needs all his bullies. Right. I think he's either dead.
Gone.
Look, he was at that super spreader, and believe you me, if anyone's going to catch that disease, it'll be him.
Well, I did a video and called him big as a truck, and I got all these hate things because I was saying bad things about people that's overweight.
Oh, wow.
And I said they were all getting on the short bus, and I shouldn't have done that.
But I think the more hate, the more fun it is, like the more interaction. So it's not bad.
Because you get all them Trumpers going, and they're so stupid, they don't know. The more they comment and the more they put it on stuff, it just makes you blow up bigger.
Yeah.
Has anybody noticed how much fewer I get Trump 2020 anymore? None, right?
Because now they figured out
Zero.
it's an expiration date. They figured it out.
Yeah, like I have gotten not even just Trump 2020. I haven't gotten any Trump comments. It's just like been complete silence, and I keep trying to to goat them.
Invite it.
Yeah, I'm like, hey guys, come comment here. Look
I
at
think
guy.
they're just
I'll still get gay
devastated.
comments. I'll still get gay bashing, but that's
They're scared. They're scared.
They are scared. I made a comment or made a video yesterday or today that I basically said I showed the popular vote. And I said, hey, silent majority, you finally decided to shut the fuck up, I guess, because there's your silent majority, and you didn't vote, so good job. So, you know, and no one commented on it. Not one Trumper. That was like the most, come on, come at me. But
Yeah.
they won't do it.
I had 5 or 6 comments today. That's all I've had, and I usually have hundreds.
Yeah, me too. Like I get tons.
They're very defeated right now. I feel like they really feel like they are like left behind in America,
Yeah.
which I mean, Trump just needs to lose because we have got this epidemic that is just it's a pandemic that's sweeping the nation, and it's going to get so much worse as long as Trump is in office.
Yep.
Well, and it's going to get a whole lot worse in the next 2 months because Joe's, you know, he can't do anything until January the 20th because you only have one president at a time.
Yeah, they're going to need to really keep an eye on the purse, America's purse, because somebody like Jared Kushner, he's made so many side deals with his friends to, you know, sending money overseas and making all these shady deals that he's just going to go to town now.
Yeah, but you know, the House is the only people that has the purse strings. They can't take money out of the government accounts.
Well, then he'll take all the art. That's anything that's not nailed down.
Honey, when Trump went to London the last time, and when he had the dinner with the Queen at Buckingham Palace, he was staying at the American Embassy, and he liked the art, and he demanded it be taken back to Washington. When he got back, he found out that it was just fakes.
I can see him. I can see like someone taking like Abraham Lincoln's, you know, presidential portrait off the wall and trying to pawn it at a pawn shop for like, you know,
well, he's going to need it.
Yeah, I mean, he's begging for money now as we speak to support all of these monumentous lawsuits he has going on. He's not going to win any of them. But it forces Joe Biden though to have to raise money to.
But Joe's still got plenty of money. But I heard that Trump diverted $1 billion from the campaign.
Yeah, he's out,
and so you know
he's broke.
That money he owes $1 billion.
Yeah.
And I heard that Deutsche Bank is calling in the loans because they're tired of the negative press. So, honey, he got to come up with $400 million right there.
Yeah.
Good luck, baby.
I'm hoping he has the same demise as Hitler, which is where he'll ultimately just kill himself.
Ooh,
but that could be just eating a lot of fried chicken that would give him, the heart attack.
McDonald's.
But I just think he's not going to be able to leave that place.
Will he have his own Ava Brown though? Like, is that Melania?
Well, he's got an Ava Brown. You know. He's got the Ava Brown. She's that ex-hooker.
Oh, there you go.
Stormy.
No, not that one. The one that's living there, or the one that lives in Maryland and calls her his wife, whatever. Ugh.
Trump is going to get people to pay for these recounts. It's like $3 million to recount Wisconsin. It's going to be another $4 million probably to recount Georgia. He's going to keep on having people recount, and he's going to ask for money.
I just saw a tweet, right? And it said, recount. Our beloved Trump is the answer. Biden has tricked y'all. I'm booking my flights to Peru or Mexico later. I'm angry. The futures of my kids are in jeopardy. They've been without food for hours. No disappointment. Biden is a recipe for disaster. And want to know what I said? I said, Biden.
Biden.
By dawn.
Honey, let me tell you about Peru. My cousin, I went to Peru when I was in my 20s. My cousin married a Peruvian girl, and her uncle was one of the 5 generals that was over the junta down there. And honey, they're the most corrupt people in the whole world. Wait till they get down there.
Right.
They'll feel right at home.
They'll be right at home, exactly.
And honey, I got that sickness down there because it was too high up. I was chewing them coca leaves as fast as I could, and it didn't do a darn thing.
Have you seen Trump's Twitter page recently?
No.
It's just all
Twitter's shutting him down. They're literally removing all of his posts, and they're saying putting disclaimers.
There's like 9, 10, 11 posts that are all like gone. That says
that's
this is not
the way we need it.
Yeah.
It should have been like that from the start.
Correct.
He was putting out the false information, and now they're checking him on it.
Right, now it's too late.
Look at TikTok. Like they keep on trying to shut down TikTok, and on the 12th, they are trying to shut it down again on the 12th. I mean, they know that our platforms, like all of us creators, like all of us big creators, not me, but like some of you guys, and I mean, Walter Masterson is one of the forefront people. I mean, we're all pretty big. We're getting big on TikTok, and we are actually swinging the vote. Honestly, we have done our job on TikTok.
I think so too.
100%.
Like everybody makes such great, has great fights on TikTok, and we really do sway those middle ground people that are watching TikTok for fun, but then they start getting into political TikTok. And we really have done a great job on getting those people that actually have a brain and that are not listening to the Fox News, or I guess some of the media is really light on Trump, honestly. CNN could go harder, and all the different media. And Trump says that they go so hard on them.
I don't know.
Honey Anderson Cooper last night when Trump was ranting, he said he's like a big overweight turtle on his back on a hot day.
Turtles.
I don't know. I don't know his name. The one of the other CNN guys who said that, we haven't seen Trump because he's in his little basement trapped in a little bag or something. And I was like, Jesus! And he keeps calling his kids Trump's offspring. Like he didn't even call them the Trump kids. And I'm like, they've been pretty harsh on them the past days.
Nicole, I'm a Nicole Wallace fan from MSNBC.
Oh, me too. She's my favorite.
And today she was going over, what the people said. She was saying not enough Republicans are coming and to say that what he's saying is wrong. So she was saying, of course, the obvious ones did, like Mitt Romney. She goes, and that who's the one that used to be his his PR guy that lied about the size of the crowd? What was his name?
Oh, Sean.
So she goes, and Sean, the one from dancing television fame.
I posted that last night where he came out and said that there's no fraud and everything, and it was in Politico.
Yeah, even the Republican governor of Pennsylvania, Georgia. Even he came out and said, "Listen, there's nothing fraudulent going on here. So just back away."
The quote of the day for me is the mayor of Philadelphia.
Yes.
Said Trump has to put on his big boy pants, and fabulous.
That was fantastic.
That was a
he
good
took
one.
off his mask to say it so that nobody would miss it. It was so dramatic. That dramatic.
And now they're going to drop. Arizona, they're going to drop some more votes in Arizona, and
I just saw.
Yeah, and Biden's going to speak in a few minutes.
Trump gained.
Oh, that's awesome.
Trump gained like 10,000 in Arizona.
Not yet. They hadn't dropped them yet.
On mine I see that he's Biden's lost ground, and he was at 40,000. Now he's at 29,000 ahead.
Yeah, but there's not enough votes for him to catch up.
There's a chance of him winning 270 if he loses 25 pounds.
I love that line too. That's a good one.
I saw that one. I loved it.
I haven't heard that one yet. That was great.
Yeah, Arizona's down to 30,000.
Yeah, that's my home state, and I'm like, damn it, come on.
Yeah, but honey,
you and Ryan,
sticking with it.
I'm giving you and Ryan all the credit for making Arizona in play like this.
Yeah, I know he does a lot, and I've been like pushing it like crazy here. So I'm like hoping we reach some people, and it looks like, I mean, for the most part.
But they say the next votes, it's going to be more Biden friendly in Arizona,
Right.
so it's going to be fun.
But
and we don't even need Arizona.
I think we're going to end. I said it last week. 306.
I didn't mean, but I wanted to say.
But he can't be mad. He cannot be mad because he caused his own demise. He literally went out there and he was like, if you vote for Biden and Biden wins, you never have to see me again. So people went out and voted.
They're like,
he said, don't go and vote on mail-in ballots. I want you to vote on election day, and that's it. So that's
Honey, but it was black women that saved our democracy.
Yep. And that's why a black woman is about to be in there.
Yep.
I know she's going to be the vice president.
Can we talk about these things that everyone's saying, the various stats that they say 55% of white women voted for Trump, which is 3% more than last time, that 4% less white men voted for Trump this time around. But you know what I have to say? I mean, I'm willing to believe that, but it's all based on one poll. And haven't we learned that these polls are just
Well,
like
none
a
of the
trap?
exit polls are right because so many of them were mail-in ballots. There's no
Right.
way you can figure that out.
Right, exactly. I mean, the whole poll industry has to completely change.
Well,
Which is why Biden-Harris, they had said they were going to make some changes to that.
Oh, really? I don't
But you know,
remember them
there's
saying that.
nothing you can do because it's cell phones now. It's not like it's not like Susie Homemaker sitting at home and answering the landline anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like, I've never gotten a call for a poll.
Me
I want
neither.
one.
And if somebody comes up to you in a parking lot, that's surely not the most, specific thing I've ever heard of either. I
I'd
don't know.
probably tell them a lie.
I think the whole idea of polls, unless it's a stripper poll, you shouldn't do it.
Well, that's what Trump tweeted. That's what he tweeted. And
What,
then he
stripper
tried to
poll?
correct it. Yep.
Well,
He said,
POA?
we're winning in the polls.
Get out.
Oh,
He
that's
didn't.
right. That's right.
He did.
Yeah, he did. And I got the screenshot before he changed it. Yep.
That's right. He made a big old typo.
he always does.
Yeah,
he
always.
needs someone
Well, wait a
to
second, but
proofread.
that's true because he's very well liked in Poland. So he is good with the poll.
Honestly, I can't believe with how much he uses Twitter and how it's such a big Twitter account. It's multiple, 50 million, or I forget how many million people watch it.
More.
So 88 million. Wow.
Well,
So I
honey,
can't believe
that just proves that there's an idiot born every second.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that they don't have someone proofread every single tweet that he does. Just go through a proofreader before he publishes it. Just make it perfect.
Well, yes, for that 100%. But what about every time he makes a public appearance, he shits out of his mouth? It's unbelievable.
That's
Well, why do you think they follow me?
Yeah.
The speech he gave yesterday was one of the most horrific speeches I've ever heard in my entire life. That nonsense he spewed out of his mouth. I mean, you figured he was going to go out there and say something almost presidential, but then the moment he opened his mouth, they're all cheating, it's cheating, they're stealing the election, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, just more of this bullshit. And then news networks just cut away from it. They're like, no. Except
Honey, I was
CNN.
watching MSNBC and they didn't let him speak 10 seconds.
CNN let him go all the way. I'm like, all right, I want to see this whole thing. And it was just, oh, God, it was awful.
It was just a
CNN
rant
wants
from
to
hell.
do that. CNN lets that happen because Jeff Zucker is a Trump supporter. So he wants clickbait.
It's all about ratings.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that speech is going to give them some ratings, that's for sure. That was a train wreck.
So I've got the video of the Philadelphia mayor. I'm going to play that really fast.
Oh,
just
good.
got a little clip. Here it is. Because it's so hilarious. I mean,
Love it.
it's amazing.
From what you've seen, do you believe Joe Biden will be elected president of the United States from what you've seen in the vote?
Yes. I think what the president needs to do is, frankly, put his big boy pants on. He needs to acknowledge the fact that he lost, and he needs to congratulate the winner, just as Jimmy Carter did, just as George H.W. Bush did, and frankly, just as Al Gore did, and stop this and let us move forward as a country. And that's my feeling. I doubt he'll listen to me, but that's it.
That is an American hero right there.
I love that.
He said what we were all thinking.
Yeah. And he hasn't responded. Trump hasn't said anything as far as I know. Nothing on Twitter or anything.
Could you imagine if Trump went onto TikTok by accident? I don't think his ego could. He wouldn't be able to handle it.
He would just
That would
type in
destroy
Donald Trump
him.
and it would just be
Let him stay on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that YouTube had that thing with Donald Trump. Like they put him on the very front of the page for so long, for like 3 or 4 weeks before the election. He was just on the very front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
paid them.
Millions.
Yeah,
Millions.
money talks for them. So,
And
Well-
BS walk.
I have I forgot my thought. It's gonna happen.
So like they might
Oh, it
actually just have a
happens with me all
deal.
the
They might
time.
they might have a deal with Donald Trump though. It might not be just like only, it might not just be like money. It might be actually like have some connections to, you know, some rules and regulations on YouTube that they want the president to vote on. So it might just be a favor for Trump because he does take a lot of favors, honestly.
Oh, hell, well, yes.
I remember what I was going to say. So in hindsight, now looking at the numbers coming in, what's with this silent majority? It's a silent minority, isn't
yeah,
it?
they're not
Hello.
They were
They
never a
exist.
majority.
right.
What was
Well,
that?
They
Well,
thought they
it kind of
were,
went
or-
away with this, you know, with what's his name and oh, good God. What's the guy that has that religious university that got caught screwing around and had to resign?
Joe Orwell or no?
No,
Franklin. What's his name?
no, that's not Franklin Graham.
No.
Jerry Falwell's son.
Ah,
They
You know
used
what
to
it
call
is?
that the something majority.
I think it's because majority is the opposite of minority, and they hate minorities so much that
Oh, they hate it.
they just went with majority to make it sound better, I guess. You know,
I feel like if Donald Trump dealt with the coronavirus very responsibly and had everyone wear masks and told everyone to socially distance from the
he
beginning
would have
and
won.
did a proper lockdown, and he saved like maybe there was like 10,000 people that died from coronavirus throughout the United States, but they did contact tracing properly. They took a book out of the playbook of the pandemic playbook that Obama left. And also the number one thing that Trump did wrong was getting rid of the pandemic teams around the world.
Okay.
And that was the biggest downfall. We could have actually saved the world. No one would ever know this, and he would have the presidency, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is, had Donald Trump been a president,
Hello.
he would probably have been reelected.
right.
Potentially.
I would have probably voted for Trump if he dealt with the coronavirus very responsibly and he was very professional. I was very proud. When he shut off the flights from China, I at first was very proud, but then I found out we didn't ever shut off the flights. There were still people coming in all the time. There was no quarantine. There was no actual like procedure to find the people that they actually were infected with, like the people that were infected. They never did contact tracing. This was all in February when I realized he was slacking on his presidential job. All he did was cut the flights very late. It was already a week after Wuhan shut down the city.
And
So
honey,
I just,
the people that came in, they didn't even follow them to make
Right.
sure they didn't have it.
Listen,
They
let's-
also they
ahead.
lost 1,600 people. So when they were shutting down the borders and blocking flights from China, when they were still allowing people to come in, they at one point had not come into contact with 1,600 of those people at first, which means they weren't quarantined. They just went right back out into the world and spreading God knows what. So, but they never talked about that because
Yeah.
they want us to make it look like he banned travel completely.
Let's
And-
face it, he could have won this election had he done a good job with coronavirus, because he would have had 240,000 other votes for him
Correct.
that are now dead. So
Yep.
put that into the mix, and he might have just taken no matter what.
Yeah,
And we can't forget his supporters. His supporters now, they're saying, oh, well, Donald Trump had great rallies and Biden didn't have any rallies. So how is he winning? Well, guess what? Biden had online rallies. Biden had drive-by rallies. He was doing them safely, social distancing. So he's just because you don't see them showing up doesn't mean they don't exist.
Joe Biden didn't kill his followers, basically.
Yeah,
is
that's
what you're saying.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Abe,
really-
can I change the subject a moment? Has anybody ever told you sound like Harvey Firestein?
Yes.
I swear you sound just like him.
I
Yeah,
was
you
gonna
know.
say, yeah.
Abe's got a great voice, like a great
I'm
radio
telling you.
voice.
Mr.
Thank
Very
Jahko,
distinctive.
do you know who that is?
Thank you.
Mr. Jahko?
Me? Oh, Jahko.
Yeah, do you know
No,
who
he's
Har-
too young. He doesn't know who he is.
I don't
Have
even
you
think
ever-
his parents would know who he is.
I remember
Mrs.
him.
That's how young
Doubtfire, have
he
you
is.
ever
Mrs.
seen that
Doubtfire.
movie?
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah.
Did you see Torch Song? Amanda, did you see Torch Song Trilogy?
Of course I did, darling.
Yeah.
I saw it on Broadway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
Those were
Hairspray.
the good old days.
Those were the good old days, baby. Y'all, I've got a single dropping, I think on the 16th.
A song, right?
A song,
on,
yeah.
On Spotify or where?
Yeah, on Spotify. And what's the other one? iTunes. Yeah. I don't know anything.
We could start.
You're such an innocent. You're such an innocent.
No, I'm just, I don't know nothing about this stuff.
You don't know nothing about birthing babies?
I know nothing about birthing no baby.
Oh my God.
We can link that to your channel also, and we can also promote it.
Well, somebody besides me would have to do it.
Yeah, no.
Did you guys ever connect on Twitter stuff?
Yeah, she's already got 800 subscribers, and she did nothing to get them. It's just all natural, organic growth from 3 videos.
Wow.
Honey, I don't know nothing about Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to look at it.
I don't know about Twitter either. I just helped her set up a Twitter account, and she's got 800 followers already. It's insane.
Nice.
I've never seen anything like it. And we're gonna upload 3 more, maybe tonight, or maybe 4 more.
Honey, one of my videos from TikTok, people were I don't know how they put it on it, but I had 2 or 3 people that contacted me and said I was trending on Twitter, and I was like, I don't know nothing about Twitter. What is trending? I don't even know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's really good that
stay innocent. Don't let it go to your head.
Oh my God, honey. I can barely do TikTok.
I called up Amanda this afternoon because I didn't look at the Twitter for like a day or so, and I'm like, Amanda, you got 800 followers on Twitter, and I was like, did you just plug it in your TikToks or something? Like, talk about it? And she's like, yeah, no, I never did anything. So it's just completely people looking her up because they want to follow her.
Even there.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've got a video to play though for you guys.
Do it, baby.
Of Trump, a Trump video.
Oh, good.
Yeah, probably something you've already seen.
That'll make me feel warm and fuzzy.
In a stunning display from a sitting president, Donald Trump launching an assault on the integrity of the election, unleashing a barrage of false claims of fraud and corruption without evidence.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
Breaking his 2-day silence, the president fuming after watching his lead in states like Pennsylvania and Georgia evaporate as election workers count legal mail-in ballots that have been skewing heavily for Joe Biden.
We were winning in all the key locations by a lot, actually, and then our numbers started miraculously getting whittled away in secret.
The president falsely suggesting Republican observers are not present at vote-counting centers. His argument fundamentally flawed, complaining that he's being cheated, while in the same breath touting results he likes, including the success of Republican candidates on the very same ballots.
We did a fantastic job with the Senate.
Spreading a series of conspiracy theories, the president slammed post-election polls that forecast Biden as the favorite as a form of voter suppression, and detailed his plans to take his case to court.
We think there's going to be a lot of litigation because we have so much evidence, so much proof, and it's going to end up perhaps at the highest court in the land.
The tirade triggering a backlash, even among some Republicans, challenging his baseless claims.
For the president to go out there and claim that without any evidence of that is dangerous.
This kind of thing, all it does is inflame without informing.
Still, Donald Trump Jr. is fiercely defending his father.
The number one thing that Donald Trump can do in this election is fight each and every one of these battles to the death so that we get full transparency in the process.
Overnight, former Vice President Al Gore weighing in, telling Savannah and Lester that this race is entirely unlike the 2000 election between himself and George W. Bush.
This is a completely different election from the one 20 years ago. The most important principle that I defended 20 years ago that Joe Biden and many others are defending tonight is let's count every legally cast vote and obey the will of the American people.
And inside Trump world, Donald Trump Jr. and other allies threatened to turn the president's base against Republicans who do not rush to the president's defense. And late last night on Fox News, Trump loyalists Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz did just that, as well as Kevin McCarthy, the top Republican in the House. Take a listen.
President Trump won this election, so everyone who's listening, do not be quiet. Do not be silent about this. We cannot allow this to happen before our very eyes. We unite together. You don't need to be a Republican.
All of them backing the president's unsubstantiated claims of widespread voter fraud and corruption.
Wow. So I just realized, like, Al Gore has changed so much. He's gotten some plastic surgery. I mean, that's a little bit off the subject, but
it looks like he was on the moon. You know what I mean? It was like that.
Jr. just needs some more crack.
His hair is like.
Not that I know what crack is.
So now he's going against his own Republican people.
Oh, what?
So now he's going against his own Republican people.
Well, Al Gore is
anybody that
Democrat.
doesn't come out for him.
Al Gore is Democrat, though, but he is. Donald Trump is going against all of his Republican cronies. I mean,
right, like
that
Chris
don't
Christie.
support him.
Yeah, Al Gore is
I
probably
couldn't
one of the
believe
better
Al Gore and
Democrats.
his wife.
Tipper.
Tipper. They got a divorce. I couldn't believe that. I thought they were so happy. Yeah.
Wow.
They got a divorce. They got a divorce 10 years ago.
You're
He still lives in
kidding.
Nashville, and he made a bunch of money off of Google or one of those.
Oh, wow.
Like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And
Joe
lives.
Joe Biden's lead just went to 27,000 in Pennsylvania.
That's good.
Hey, honey, they're going to call it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All they have to do is get to like 98%, 99% of the votes counted, and they'll call it.
They're at 96% now.
Okay. They just need to count a little bit more, I think. I mean, that's fair, but I don't understand. Like, Texas called it, and they have still 15% to go, and they still called it.
I think it's because they have people, like both campaigns have very, very intelligent people. I mean, obviously Donald Trump's not smart, so he has people doing it for him. But they can see how many ballots are left. They can kind of see
the trends,
the trends of Republican voters along with Democrat. They can see the trends with mail-in votes and in-person votes. So that's kind of why they call states earlier, because they know where it's going, and it ultimately goes that way.
Well, they're
But in
afraid
states-
too. From 2016, they're always going to air to caution.
Yeah, and in states like, my state, Arizona, where it's so like close with so many votes left, they can't reasonably call it yet. But
Well,
like
Fox
Pennsylvania,
called it other night, honey.
They called it on election night.
And I was on Tuesday. I was listening to someone on NPR, and they were talking about that Fox has the best political desk in the world.
Oh Lord!
And no, they're not crazy Republicans. They just have the best people that determine who's going to win. And they said, watch Fox tonight, and whoever they call, you can take it to the bank.
Yeah, because they haven't called any other state, but they did call. They were the first. Yeah, they were the
and
first
they're
ones to
still
call AZ.
sticking with it.
Yep.
Because Trump called Rupert Murdoch and had a fit. And,
Yeah, he did.
And they're saying we're sticking with it because it's right.
Yeah, and then the Associated Press, then they did it too. So a couple hours after Fox News did, the AP was like, all right, well, we're going to call it too.
My nephew turned me on to a website called Action Network, which is where all the big people place bets. It's the European Sportsbook Betfair. And we've been following Joe's odds for the past week. And as of this moment, he has a 95.8% chance of winning.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Donald Trump has a 4.2% chance of winning.
Honey, there was a big bookie in Australia that's already paid out $30 million on bets for Joe Biden to be president. They've already paid it because they know it's over.
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's essentially a done deal.
Oh yeah,
Especially
Trump
with Pennsylvania.
can't catch up.
If he wins Pennsylvania, it's done. I mean, first of all, it's done electoral vote wise, but it's just done in the sense that he's so far ahead now that
Trump
you can't
could
even
not
recount.
possibly catch up.
No, and you can't even do a recount because it's too far apart.
That morning before I found out that Michigan flipped and Wisconsin flipped, I was just watching his thing at like 12 midnight, and I watched it 1 in the morning because I fell asleep. And I woke up at like 2 in the morning or 1:30 or something like that. And I saw that. I'm like, oh no, this looks really, really close. And it's not looking very good. And then I woke up in the morning really depressed. I felt like it was just the end of the world, honestly. I was like, if he is getting in for another 4 more years, we are doomed with this coronavirus. It will be herd immunity. 4 million people will die. And we will be, our economy will not be good because, everyone's going to be scared of getting coronavirus. Yeah. You can't get herd immunity when you got this big of a country and we are not even healthy. We're not healthy enough to get this thing and survive. We've
been crippled. We've been crippled at the knees at this point because of the virus. So,
but he's always open it up. Well, honey, you can open up everything in the country, but you can't make people go to restaurants. I wouldn't go to no restaurant.
Yeah. You're not going to go to a bar. You're not going to go to a restaurant. You're going to barely go to the grocery store to get what you need, and then you're going to come home. I don't know why back in like February and like March, people were buying so much toilet paper. That made no sense. And I don't know who brought that up, like the idea of toilet paper running out, but it was insane. like toilet paper is not a necessity, honestly. It is not.
Well, yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, not if
You could use a rag. You could use a rag.
Just use
you
the
take
shower.
a shower. You go to take a shower. It's really simple. And you can use a lot of...
If I don't know how to do Twitter, I don't know how to do that neither.
Use your hand in the shower.
No.
Well, don't you know in India they use their left hand
I ain't going to India, baby.
and their right hand to wipe their rear end. It's true. My nephew was a doctor and he went to India to do street medicine, and that's what we learned.
Same in South America. Same in South America. In Europe, they mostly use the.
I want to know how they squat over them holes. I'd fall right in it.
The Korean in Korea it's like that too. I went to Korea and I was like, that's where I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
Also, Japan, they got they don't even use toilet paper in Japan. They use this special machine that sprays down there, and it's how they do it.
Oh, bidet? Yeah.
It's a machine, and it's like seat warmers. It's got it sprays up. It's just a machine. It's like a robot that goes.
Can you imagine sitting on that thing and it hits you?
Yeah, no, it's warm. They use warm water in Japan for that. It's just
God.
It's a whole experience, and it's like
I'm betting it is.
It's different. Anyways, you guys were off the subject. Anyways,
I got Trump toilet paper. I got
it's kind of the same thing as Donald Trump.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So what do you need the toilet paper for?
Why do you even need it?
Mr. Jahko, my friend is watching on my YouTube channel, and she's like, I want him to say something. So you have to say something.
Hey, do us a song, Mr. Jahko.
Say hi, Margaret.
We want to hear a song. We want to sing a song. Yeah.
Yeah, sing a song.
Okay. Let me find.
You're so good at just on the moment stuff.
Yeah, because I was working on one for like when Trump loses.
Well, don't do it yet. Wait till he has to come out and we drag his ass
It's
out
over.
of the way.
You guys, it's over. I mean,
It's
Donald Trump is
over.
lost.
He's technically not getting back in there because it doesn't matter which way it goes. It's still going to end up being like he has to get 4 states to win. And
Ain't
that's
no way.
Like he'd have to just go, I don't know, get deceased people's votes. I don't know how
he's not running the table. It's not happening. No way. No.
I believe they said if he loses at any one of those states, I think he cannot even possibly get to 270, from what I understand.
He can't get there now.
Yeah, he literally has lost because he can't get the number he needs. unless he wins all 4 states, which there's no chance in hell it's going to happen.
No.
I use the like election map creator thing where you could put your own states in. And I literally tried it. I was like, okay, so if you were to change this side to red and this side to red, then maybe he could win. But I was like, they're already like so high in blue that you can't even.
Yeah.
But now he's gonna try to bring up all this stuff about illegal ballots, and it's gonna stop.
But you gotta prove it, baby.
Yep.
But I find it. You want to know what I find really funny? How it's taking him so quickly, right, to stop legal ballot counting than it did for him to stop COVID-19.
Correct. Yep.
That sounds really suspicious.
Because it's all about him. That's what it is. He cares about
Isn't it
himself.
suspicious? That's
Biden
suspicious.
just increased lead in Pennsylvania, y'all.
No way.
Again?
Yep.
Oh, Donald Trump has an increased lead, or Biden?
No, Biden.
Oh, good.
Bert, I have a technical question. How
Yeah.
can people, where can people put comments that where we are? Can she do it from my website?
You can do it. You can do it on your computer, and actually, you can control that. I would love it if you take over the comment section. Like multiple people can go check out the comment section. You just have to be logged in, and you can see the comments and highlight the comments like this.
I think he meant like where does
how do I enable the YouTube
more
chat?
hygienic
Yeah.
than paper.
I mean, maybe that'll be me for next time because I'm gonna get nervous.
People are
Poor
like,
baby.
People are
Sing
able.
the song.
Oh, you want me to sing it? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I told you Trump was through. Now we're halfway blue. It's true. We did that bull. COVID is not the flu. Trump was lying and he knew. But we won this thanks to you. Remember how the things Trump said weren't true. I already told you we were getting someone new. Trump's tax was overdue, 270, and now it's someone new.
Honey, but he paid it ahead. Don't you remember?
That was good.
That was
really
fabulous, darling.
Thank you.
Really good. I love it. I love all the songs that come out with Jahko, especially the Christopher Columbus songs. I mean, those are amazing.
That was
Yeah.
good.
And I got one coming for Thanksgiving too. I'm exposing that.
I'm thankful for Donald Trump losing because I woke up the other day with a very depressed mindset like 2 days ago when I thought Donald Trump had a really good chance. And I'm like, this is just the end of the world. Honestly, you know how different things would be if Al Gore was the president instead of George Bush? Things would be a lot different. Like we probably wouldn't have 9/11. We probably wouldn't have we'd probably have a lot more solar panels. We'd probably have a lot more like cars that are electric. We would have a lot more things that were eco-friendly, very green if Al Gore was the president. It would be amazing. We would have had like all the countries doing way better stuff.
The whole world would have been different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't need that girl from wherever she was. I keep forgetting her name. The little, the 15-year-old girl who was the environmentalist. What's her name?
Oh yeah,
Greta. We wouldn't have had Greta.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, just think of how everything would have changed. We wouldn't have needed a Paris.
But there could have been something worse. Who knows?
It's like the butterfly effects. Like it all snowballs into something different. A much better world.
Yeah. Well, now I'm so optimistic about 2021. I just want to say that.
I'm happy that 2020 is actually gonna, fingers crossed, end on a freaking high note. Like it started off with World War III, then it had Kobe dying, and then COVID hit, and then Black Lives Matter and George Floyd, and it's like Jesus.
But 2020 is gonna
don't forget the killer hornets.
The killer hornets.
And the moth and the what's it called? The moths, the gypsy moths, whatever they are.
Yep.
And all the hurricanes and fires and I mean,
Fire
it's
in
just been
Australia.
something all the time.
I mean,
But
it's like
2020 is going to redeem itself with this election.
Yes,
We're
that's
going
what
to wash that man right out of our hair.
They're going to
There was
drag him out.
also
what's
there
that
was
story
also
from what's that story from the Bible where he was being tested whether he would kill
That was
his son?
Joe, baby.
Right. This is we're all being tested like that.
We
This
got
is really
boils and we're sitting in ashes. And Abe, you all know that story. We're Jews, honey.
girl, I have finally readmitted to the fact that I'm Jewish after all these years, so I'm still catching up. No, I really, I have to say, and I know it's going off topic, but I didn't really connect with my religion and my heritage for so many years just because I was raised listening to stories about the Holocaust because my mom survived Dachau. So
Yep.
I just turned it out. But now I really feel like everyone needs to connect with their heritage and who they are. I'm not saying you should be a religious zealot.
No.
Especially not. But
But
speaking
honey,
of
my family was from Auschwitz. We were from the town of Auschwitz.
Yikes.
We didn't end up good.
Yikes. So meanwhile, I was listening on NPR a little while ago. They were talking about that no matter what, the evangelical Christians supported Trump. And that this guy, this political, whatever person was saying that the Democrats should completely forget about them and don't even try to go after them anymore.
Try.
And that the Republicans should also just ignore them because they're always going to vote for them. So, I mean, that was like an interesting thing in terms of what are we taking away from this.
But there's a good point about leaving them alone because there's 1,000 churches a day that's closing because young people don't go to church, baby.
Right.
Those old people are dying out and they all gonna go away on their own. Herd mentality.
There you go.
And also, it's COVID-19, so they shouldn't be having mass gatherings in churches. There's online churches now.
Honey, send them on. Send them on. Tell them not to wear a mask.
Yeah, my parents watch church on their computers every Sunday. So I mean, I'm not a churchgoer, but like they just watch it on television or their computers, and that's all. It's the same thing. Like, why do you have to be there to expose yourself to all this?
I used to go with my husband. My husband is a Southern Baptist, and I would sing at the Baptist church because, after all, it's a spotlight and a microphone.
Yeah.
Such a character.
I've got another video to play for you guys. It's
Play it, baby.
From I think the very first day, like kind of the more, the time when Donald Trump was like accepting his inauguration speech, basically. His like, I won.
It was so dark. I remember George W. turned to Hillary and said, "That's some shit."
Oh, I mean, not his inauguration speech, but the newest one that was from 3 days ago.
Okay.
We
Crazy
won.
man. Crazy man.
That vomit draft.
Yeah. Here it is. Here it is right here.
We're not hearing a lot from here at the White House, but we are speaking to campaign officials right now who describe the mood, according to two of them, as, quote, deflated right now. They say privately that they are exhausted, and there's a real apprehension that they're in for what could be a days-long fight without the potential for any concession from the president on the back end right here. And to that idea, and of course it's premature because this race is not over, the campaign even posting a statement saying the race is not over. We have spoken to campaign officials and those close to the president about whether there's even been a conversation with him about the potential of losing. And I'm told, quote, there is no talk of a concession. That's not a conversation anyone is having right now. So you really have this potential for what's going to be an uncertain several days ahead if the trajectory of this race continues in this direction right now. You saw the president walk into the briefing room yesterday and remarks that were really removed from reality, saying that there was widespread voter fraud, just going on and on about conspiracy theories, again, as Tom indicated, without providing any evidence. And I think one point that sort of best demonstrates the inconsistency of this message is that the president was touting Republican victories in the House and Senate at the same time as he was saying that he was cheated out of votes. You recognize those votes are cast on the same ballot. And that was just one of many inconsistencies that
What this whole thing reminds me of is when, Derek Zoolander, the movie, the movie, when he walked up and accepted his award, but he found out it's not his award, it's Hansel's award. And then he had the moment where he realized he made a mistake. So he accepted it. He just hears himself, and there's no talking to him. No one is going up to Trump to say, hey, you probably should give a good, explanation speech and just be a good sport about this. But no, Donald Trump isn't having it. He doesn't want to hear about this.
Here's my problem. So the speech he gave the other night from the press room, someone wrote that speech for him. He read it.
No. He went off He went off script.
Mm-hmm.
So he would look like he was reading.
No,
they gave him notes. And he went, yes.
Oh, he went completely rogue. Okay.
Oh yeah, he went completely rogue.
I mean, I'm not.
That's not the first time.
No, not the first time. Y'all, I wanted to tell y'all something. Rachel Maddow has been exposed to COVID, and she's in quarantine.
I know. I saw that tweet. Meanwhile, did anybody see that that TikTok post where it says, "We gave Trump the entire 2020 experience. He got COVID, and now he's unemployed."
Yes, I saw that one.
I love that.
Wait till he's in the food line at the prison.
I have never been this hateful of a person towards another human in my life. But god damn it, I hate that man. It's like
I don't think he's human, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
he's an orange.
There you go.
And we peeling him, baby.
Oh. I don't want to go anywhere near his.
Can you see this? Wait. Can anybody see this? Where's the camera? Oh, look.
Oh, it looks like it's
Trump Tower.
Trump Tower.
Trump Tower.
Trump Tower.
Oh, I sure hope so.
I have so much fun here by myself.
That's good.
I got one for you guys. I got a really good one for you guys. Here it is. Oh wait, I need to find it. I need to get it. It's really.
How did those people put those things on their hand on TikTok? How they do that?
It's a green screen thing. She's
talking about how they put pictures on their hands.
They do this, and
it's an effect. If you click the effects on the green screen, you can.
Honey, I don't know nothing about effects or nothing.
Girl, just curse into the camera. We love that.
I've got this one.
Stop! Oh my God! Is that Trump's face on the gun lady?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah, the Karen Trump. Yes.
Stop!
It's amazing.
Stop counting. I'm gonna call the manager.
But my favorite thing for today is this is the word of the day. It's a good day for being alive. Oh yes, it's a good day.
All right, I got a better one. Are
Do
you
it,
ready?
baby.
Look. It says, we'll suck dick for votes.
I love that.
The one that I loved it was a couple of months ago. It was Putin he was in a little girl's outfit and he was dancing and Trump jumped him. He was humping on him,
I would turn straight in heartbeat if I saw that sign on Trump's hands. Like, no thanks.
Right.
You're good.
Meanwhile, speaking of Putin, he's resigning next year because he has
Parkinson's.
Are you kidding?
Yes, no, it's happened yesterday. Came out yesterday, and listen to this. He also, the week before he put that, he officially said he's resigning.
Karma never loses an address.
I'm no kidding. But he's trying to get a law passed in the Russian parliament that every ex-president in Russia will have lifelong immunity. Like, duh. You know what I mean?
Honey,
in other words,
don't go to Switzerland. What are you talking about?
I know, but he's trying to pass this law that'll give him immunity. And that made me think Trump's going to be like, oh, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
But he can't, baby. But No, he's gonna get pardoned because he ain't gonna be there when Joe Biden's sworn in. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God! Yeah, there's no way he'll be there.
He's gonna resign, and
what's gonna happen?
But don't you think he's too prideful still for that? To
no,
resign?
because he's gonna figure out, honey, if he's gonna get pardoned, he's got to let his little white-headed fool with the fly on his head do it.
Mhm.
I call Mike Pence the Night King from Game of Thrones because that's what he reminds me of. It's just as cold as ice, just no emotion.
I call him Mother's little boy.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, look, none of us could have said this is where we are and this is what's happening in this election.
Oh yes, I could have.
But still, what is going to happen? What is happening around Christmas time? I can't even imagine.
Honey, that's not my holiday.
Well, Hanukkah.
Honey, I did a post last night and I said, "Happy Hanukkah, everybody."
Meanwhile, you think she's going to do the Christmas ornaments this
who
year?
Who gives a fuck about Christmas and its decorations?
Oh my God, she's going to be so embarrassed. She must be.
She ain't even there. What are you talking about?
No, she lives in Maryland, I hear.
She's moving
lived
to
in Maryland all along, is what I
Her
was
mother and daddy, she bought him a house in Maryland.
Yeah,
and see, the kid goes to school in Maryland.
She only shows up for public appearances when he forces her to.
And digging up the rose garden.
Right, yeah, and destroying the rose garden.
Well, now that the rose garden actually all died, it's all gone now. I mean,
yes, but Joe's going to put it back.
Oh,
they'll make it better. They'll build back better.
Build back better.
So she killed the rose garden. They spread COVID in the rose garden. Jesus, like
they better disinfect that White House. They better disinfect that.
I say burn that shit down and start anew because
make it the Black House.
There you go.
Black House.
I think we ought to paint it the rainbow colors.
Yeah, like they did. I would say like make one half the Black House, the other half like your rainbow house.
Yeah,
like the West Wing and whatever else. That'd be pretty cool.
But if I was Joe, I'd move into Blair House across the road. I'd never live in that White House.
I wouldn't.
After
sleeping in that same bed that Trump slept in.
Yes. That rat-infested shithole.
No, and it's nothing like you think it would be. It's little.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that Joe Biden is going to be the next president because if you think about it, he has been in politics for 40 years. He's been dreaming about this moment. It's
he
not
knows
just because
what to do.
Third time's the charm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't love Joe Biden, but honestly, he's going to be very responsible and he's going to bring us back to a
but
new
he knows
normal.
how to work with people.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the opportunity to be one of the best presidents in history because of how fucked up America is right now.
And you wouldn't have to do much.
No, and but he has the chance of going down in history as one of the best presidents.
And then he's only going to be president one term, and he's going to turn it over to Kamala.
Police reform, number one. Actually, number one is COVID. Dealing with COVID first. Police reform.
You got to do that.
Then, I mean, of course, getting
hopefully
like racial stuff. Like
no, you got to pass the Voting Rights Act and make it permanent.
Yeah.
If he helps fix COVID, then that helps fix the economy. So that's
the economy will
stay the same. He has to put Stacey Abrams on his cabinet for voting rights.
Stacey will be Kamala's vice president.
Also, we need to get rid of the Electoral College. This is just a disaster every time.
Speaking of that, perfect.
But that would take an amendment to the Constitution, y'all.
Yeah,
I was just about to show you guys something. I think there's a reason that we need the Electoral College.
Yeah, because small states would never.
Look at this. These are all the counties, and they're mostly red. So without the Electoral College, Trump would have won. And
no, he wouldn't. No, honey, Joe Biden is 4 million votes ahead of Trump in the popular vote. If it
this Trump supporter is wrong. They're over here saying that this is
don't
red.
never believe nothing they tell you. He's 4 million. Hillary was 3 million votes ahead of Trump the last time. Don't believe
So the Electoral College is, of course, I think the best, the person that explains this really well is Maya, and she made a video on YouTube about it, and it's actually, Maya's channel is in the description below, so if you want to learn about the Electoral College, you can go down in the very bottom. I think Maya is on the very bottom of the whole description because she's joined this group, and I list all of the people that have joined this whole group. We're on the top because we're on this one, but we've got all the people that have joined us in the past as people that have joined us, and so Maya's in there. So go check out that if you want to learn about the Electoral College, how it all works.
I mean, if the Electoral College wasn't here right now, we would have already been congratulating Joe Biden as the next president of the United States.
It'd be very simple.
Easily. Yeah. More people voting for you.
I disagree. If we didn't have the Electoral College, Hillary Clinton would be going in for her second term.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
We wouldn't be dealing with COVID. We would not have COVID. If Hillary was in charge, COVID would not have even spread throughout the world.
Oh, yeah.
I think we would have demolished it at the source in Wuhan. We would have gotten rid of it, and we would have closed down Wuhan very early on, back in mid-December, because it was already going rampant.
She would have used the playbook that Obama put together.
Yeah,
it's just mind-boggling.
And her pantsuits would have killed it.
If you look at
the I would rag on her too, so that's all right.
The female leaders of the world, they've essentially squashed this virus in their countries.
Right.
And I'm like, you just don't fuck with the female. You just don't piss them off, and they clean that shit up.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Well, mothers know what to do. That's just a fact.
They just slap you and move you on.
I've been saying from the beginning that what would have put Joe over the edge, and I think you can see that now, the way this is the suburban moms who are straddled at home with their kids are the ones that voted for Joe. And I said that from the beginning. I was tweeting and dinging it.
Honey, they ready to kill them kids.
Yeah, they're going nuts. They're going crazy at home.
Nuts.
Moms know what to
do. Up and send them to school.
Moms know what to do unless they're married to Mike Pence.
Does he have kids? How do you like his kids have absolutely no
personality?
No. Where are they? Who are they? What are they?
Honey, his youngest one is a radical liberal.
Oh
no!
Yes, she is.
That's why we don't hear about her.
Yeah, because they don't let them come out. But honey,
she's probably locked in a basement somewhere for the past 4 years, so she can't cause trouble.
Yeah,
they're cat lovers, and they got rabbits in the house. Can you imagine that vice president's house with all that rabbit shit all over the place?
No, actually, rabbits are smart. They can actually go to a litter box, and they're
not Mike Pence's rabbit.
Maybe not. I think that's why the fly landed on his head. There's some extra feces.
They knew where the shit was.
He got COVID though. He actually had COVID for sure. I think.
Yeah, it killed the fly.
Of course. How did he not get it? How did everybody in that super spreader not get it?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
More power to him. Let's give it to all of them.
We already did almost. We're actually running.
Bill Barr. Okay.
We're actually running a bit out of time. So
I love everybody, and Joe's gonna come on, y'all.
Yeah. No, I'm so happy that Joe technically has basically won. I mean, we can say that.
Won. It's over, baby. Trump is just wipe your butt and throw the cat out. It's done.
Everybody drop your mic because this guy is going into the White House.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though, because now once they get in there, we have to be extra careful. You don't know who these people are. They're going to try to assassinate them.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
There ain't no way I'd go in that White House.
I mean, just the fact that nobody ever tried to assassinate him all these days and years, it's shocking.
Well, nobody wanted to get that close to him.
Well, there was, you mean Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
No, Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Because Joe Biden, there was a story where a QAnon person
tried last night.
drive with knives in her car to go kill
No,
Joe
it was
Biden.
guns today, last night.
Well, yeah, that
They
was
were-
last night.
Really? I didn't hear this.
Yeah, they were going to where he's going to speak tonight.
They're out of order. They're just nuts.
Oh, they're
They're
insane.
crazy.
And we're the crazy ones, apparently. We're the
Mhm.
insane ones. We're
Libtards.
Yeah,
We
we're
didn't do that when Donald Trump got elected. We didn't do
Nope.
this.
No.
We did not do
Exactly.
this.
That's
Nope.
because we ain't gun-toting, raggedy-tag boom-booms, you know.
So what is the procedure if Joe Biden did get killed? It would be Kamala Harris that would be
Yes.
the one.
Yes.
It would be coming in on the
Well,
20th.
first of all, after
would be
January the
Kamala
20th,
and-
it would.
Right. It would
And
be
then
Kamala.
it would go to the Speaker of the House of Kamala,
So Kamala and
Nancy
Pelosi.
Pelosi. That would send them all into outer space.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They are not ready for a woman. That's
They
it.
would
Not
move out of
Yellow,
this country.
Alabama.
Especially not two women.
Hey, actually,
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's very
Love
historic
it.
having Kamala Harris be the vice president because we've
Oh,
never
God,
had a
it's
vice
gonna be
president.
Unbelievable.
I was crying. It was unbelievable.
You'll have people.
Unbelievable.
You're gonna have people yelling at all of you for saying her name wrong. Just so you know.
I said
Kamala.
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 It's like comma, like a comma.
Yeah.
Kamala.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Kamala.
Mr. Jahko,
Right, because it's Mamala, Kamala, right. I keep
Kamala,
forgetting.
like a, yeah.
Donald
But
Trump
Mr.
had a lot of people
Jahko-
saying Kamala, Kamala.
Yeah.
Well, they do it on purpose. It's a
Oh, they do it on
thing.
purpose.
Yeah, Trump does that on purpose.
Yeah. No, they know how to say it.
Kamala, like whatever.
Kamala, la, 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 la.
Did I just say Kamala? Did I say Kamala? I thought I said Kamala.
Kamala.
I
No,
heard-
you did say Kamala.
I
think
heard
I might have
The
said it
one
wrong.
that they
I
say
said
is
it wrong.
Kamala. That's the one they say. That's the
Yeah, to
that's
make
the
it
wrong
sound
one.
like
That's how I said it at first for like a long time, and then they corrected me. I'm like, oh shit, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody from the South would automatically,
It was
phonetically, would
It was
phonetically
Purdue
want to
from
go
Georgia.
Kamala.
Yeah.
And then it was the one that's going to be in the runoff for the Senate in Georgia, and he went, Kamala, la, 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 la.
Yeah. Oh, meanwhile, by the way, I'm predicting that I'm going to move to Georgia in January to help make sure
Honey,
those people win.
They're voting on January the 4th, so you better get your butt down there.
Is that
I'm on my way.
The
Send
Ossoff.
money. Send money.
That's the Ossoff guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
he's-
both of them. There's two of them.
Yes.
He's so dreamy. I'm like, he's
Totally,
He is
right?
cute. And he's a cute little Jewish boy.
I'm like, I'll go help him if he wants help. It's fine.
So you guys, we are running out of time. Let's go around and talk about our channels once more. And actually, I'm going to plug Lord Timothais' channel because he's awesome and he's actually
Hey,
running his channel.
Lord.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber, TikToker that talks about like
I love him.
social
He has
justice.
a hilarious post today.
And so Lord Timothais, his link is down below. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel because he's helping out this kind of the stream a lot. And he has been with us since the very first stream that I ever set up. So we've got a lot of great people that have been with us for a long time, but he is the most, we've streamed to his channel the most out of anybody else. Like every
He's
single stream that's been
fabulous.
on his.
Are
He's a
any
great
of
guy.
Are any of you following that person, Dynamic Bodie? She's the woman, a blonde woman. She's a lawyer. She's always in the same setting with pink letters. Keep an eye out for her.
Okay.
Because she's like an awesome lawyer in Georgia. And she's starting to put together teams of people that can help and you don't have to live in Georgia, but you can help with the campaign that she's doing. So I'll keep you guys posted if we continue to do this. But
And Abe, do you want to, you can go first on the outro if you want.
Well, I just want to say I enjoy my Fridays with you guys so much.
Me too.
Bert, you've really
Amen.
created something very special. And I get a chance to meet people from all different walks of life. My friend, one of my friends I was watching this, loved how diverse we were, ages, sex, everything. So that
No
is
sex, baby.
occasionally.
That's my own
We are-
fans account.
We are pretty diverse.
But
out
I
there.
just want to say, yes, so my thing is Won't Be Silent. Please make sure you see my posts on TikTok for sure. Yeah, and I'm starting to build my YouTube channel. I just put 12 videos up just before this thing started, but I'm kind of just doing the ones from TikTok. So whatever. I am also I'm also posting 2 interviews that I did with people that I met through TikTok. One of them is that, you know, that rabbi, the black lesbian veteran rabbi from North Carolina. Do you follow her?
Are you kidding me?
Rabbi, her name is Rabbi Sandra. She's amazing. I mean, she ticks every box I said. I said, what is it like to be the most woke person on earth?
Oh my God, Abe's got a back scratcher.
I was going to say, that's intense.
He wants to get spanked.
Anyway, but again, so I love you guys.
I love
Thank
you too, Abe.
Thanks for joining us, Abe. And then we got Mr. Jahko.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm everywhere so far. All social media
Do you have a private jet too?
Oh no. But basically I use my talents, which is the arts, music, to spread awareness. And I'm glad I was able to help during this election to get people to tell their parents why Donald Trump was a bad person. And through my songs, they were able to see that. Also, I just wanted to let everyone know that Donald Trump is rounding the corner the same way that he said that he's rounding the corner for COVID-19.
Well, he's round, I can tell you.
Oh shit.
And yeah, so make sure you check out Jahko's YouTube channel. And so yeah, it's in the description below, like everyone else's YouTube channel. And yeah, he's got 380,000 subscribers on TikTok, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it 380 now?
Royalty.
Yeah, it moved up after I started putting up the election results. So
wow. That's crazy.
After you hit a certain amount, it just builds on its own.
yeah, and I used to keep up with the comments, but now it's just
honey, I can't keep up with them comments.
I'm at 42,000 followers and I have a really hard time keeping up with my comments, let alone 380,000 people. Jealous.
Me too. I got only 3,000 people and I can't keep up with my comments, and you guys just think that's small now.
Did you know they limit the amount of times you can comment in your own videos a day?
No.
Yeah, they stop you. I don't know what the number is, but they'll stop.
Wait, what did
you
you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
They limit they limit how many times that you comment on your own videos.
Well, I never have commented on my video. Didn't even know you could.
Yeah, you're.
What do you mean to respond to the comments that you get?
Yeah, there's a limit. There's a max out you can do. Paris Hilton used to get blocked from TikTok. He couldn't comment. Yeah, he used to get in trouble for commenting too much.
Yeah, a message pops up that says
to them people.
A message pops up that says you're commenting too fast. Take a break. But it's from 5 p.m. until the following 5 p.m.
But so why would they care?
You know why? Because it builds up your own algorithm.
Oh,
because if you're commenting too much, they're thinking you're cheating the system to get more views.
Well, honey, if I didn't know I was doing it.
I like a lot of. I always like people that comment. I give them the heart. Is that included in that too?
No, the likes you can do as many times as you want.
Okay.
But like, I used to love commenting to as many comments as I possibly could, just because I want to be like, I want to have some sort of connection with my followers. I mean, they follow me for a reason, so I want to like try to make it. I mean, I care about them, you know. So, but now it's like it's really difficult to respond to comments the more people you get, and it's just like it's hard to keep up with. But yeah, they limit you, which is really weird.
And you're at like 42 or 43,000 now, right? BrainDaddy?
I just crossed 42,000.
That's great. I mean, that's a lot of people. That's a lot more than me.
Not with these two royalties here.
Let's talk about your YouTube channel, BrainDaddy.
My YouTube channel? I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I have one. Okay.
And your TikTok and YouTube.
So I haven't made a new YouTube video in a very long time because I'm better in short form, apparently. But I'm great in little
We all
skirts.
are, honey.
Yeah. people,
You last like 30 seconds.
yeah, people tolerate me when I go only for 30 seconds. But yeah, no, I do comedy on TikTok. I mainly Trump bash, and I don't know what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to have to find a new thing, I guess.
No, darling, it'll keep coming.
Oh,
I
honey,
know.
she ain't going away. Trust.
I know, for a few months.
She's going to start the competition to Fox News,
Yeah.
and he's going to become a bloviator, and we have years to make fun of this guy.
Okay,
Honey,
well,
he's
then
going to
that's
take over
reassuring.
Rush Limbaugh's radio show in Palm Beach
Okay, well then,
because he's
good then.
dying.
Woohoo! But yeah, I try to do as much funny stuff as I can, but I also try to be informative. And this entire election, I've been trying to reach, even though as an old 35-year-old guy, I've been trying to reach like Gen Z voters and a lot of Arizona voters and a lot of just. I hope I reach those two niches as well as LGBTQ to let them know that Donald Trump is absolutely against us as a group and he is not for us, even though he has so many gay followers. I don't even know how. But I'm hoping I was able to help enough of the LGBTQ realize that he is a detriment to our community. But yeah, that's what I do on TikTok. So follow me. Yay.
Yeah. We love what you do, Mike. It's
We
great.
love you, darling.
Yeah.
Did you guys see his cult that
Yeah,
were
the
at the Board of Elections?
The prayer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The prayer.
I made a video to it. I was like, oh my God, this is so creepy.
Yeah, they're
One of
praying in Nevada. They're praying at that Board of Elections
Yeah.
where they're counting, and they're praying like on their knees and making
Oh,
some
this
sounds.
make me gag.
Did you see his spiritual? Did you see his spiritual advisor?
Paula
That
White.
crazy woman.
Yeah,
Put out
honey,
and
she had so much plastic surgery.
I mean, I'm surprised she didn't take a chicken and cut it right and like, well, you know what I mean, and like
No,
cut
have
the
a
head off.
snake. The snake people.
Oh.
Yeah, she kept talking in tongue and stuff, but
La, da, da, la, 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 la.
yeah, she's like, I'm like, Wakanda forever, whatever you're saying. Like, I don't even know.
I mean, really, this woman. I mean, if you think of this, first of all, you wouldn't cast you would never if you were to do a movie about like a horrifying horror movie in the White House, you would not even come up with half of these scary characters.
I know. I know, it's terrifying.
You'd have a vampire, you'd have a blah, you know what I mean? Everyone would be like attracted to
It's
them.
just like a
These
Marvel
people are, like,
movie.
scary as hell.
It does. It sounds
Oh,
like a Marvel
speaking of,
movie.
it does sound like a Marvel movie. I saw something on Twitter
That's
today where
fine.
they put like all of the faces on the Avengers, and they put Biden's face on Captain America, and then Kamala's face on. No, that was funny. That was.
I saw that too, actually, a couple months ago. I saw like Barack Obama, Trump, and the bad guy, like the
And
big
Thanos
bad
was
guy is
Trump. Thanos was Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, Thanos.
Just think how excited Obama must be for Joe.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm gonna cry just thinking about it. I mean,
I'd get up there with my birth certificate. I got it, bitch.
And
Here's my tax returns,
they can
here's my
actually
birth
thank
certificate.
Trump now because they ended up winning more states because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got Amanda talk about your channel and what you do and your new Twitter account that somehow is almost
I don't know
1,000
nothing
followers.
about it. Bert runs my Twitter account. And I think it's Nadine is woke, right, Bert?
Yeah. We kept it that.
Yeah. And my TikTok is political and comedy and singing and you name it, it's there. I cuss a lot. I'm the cussing grandma. and and I have like almost 170,000 followers, and I don't know how it happened. I have no clue. It just happened, and I did a live this afternoon, and there was like 4,800 people that came on it. And those comments were going so fast I couldn't even read it. It was like, and it's so little I can't see it because I'm old.
My record is like 300, and that was for like one of the debates.
At one time, right? At one given time.
Yeah.
But what about for the whole thing, like the whole 2 hours or hour you were on there? It gives a number that like it could be like maybe 1,500 for you for that time.
Yeah,
but you have to pay attention to that number. At the end, it gives you the number on TikTok.
Yeah. I had 18,000 on one night.
So how long do you do those lives for? I try to.
Oh,
once I
no,
got there.
honey, you
How
got
long?
to talk all the time. It gets old, you know.
How long do you stay on for?
Maybe 30 minutes, 45
wow.
minutes.
I do mine for like 3 hours.
Oh, God, no. And I've only done it like 5 times.
Yeah.
Because it's,
Well,
you know, what are you going to talk about?
I just love I love the interaction with like my followers. I have like,
But
I'm
I
sure
can't
we
see
all,
it, you know.
I'm sure we all like have our own little groupies, you know. Like I have my little niche of people that always comment and they're always on my lives, and I don't know. I just like having the conversations, and I just lose track of time. And I'm like,
I think that's awesome.
I think it's great too. I just, you know.
And they tip you. They give you money. So it's like, oh.
But remember, y'all, you need to tell your people not to buy those coins, because if you cash it out, you TikTok gets half of everything that goes in there. It's a racket.
It's kind of a ripoff, honestly. Yeah, for them to buy those coins to give you only part of it. If you have a Patreon or some other account, it's a lot better. But those coins,
I tell them to give to their favorite charities.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So make sure you guys check out Nadine is Woke on Twitter, TikTok, and on YouTube. Oh no, YouTube is just Amanda Henn.
Henn. Yeah.
Yeah. Only
and
Amanda
my
Henn.
Instagram is Amanda Henn 2000.
Yeah, you can find her with Amanda Henn or Nadine is Woke.
Yeah,
And
it'll come up anyway.
And so we're on to me now. My name is Bert. I come from the channel Food Expert. I've been running this live stream platform with all of these amazing TikTokers that are gracious enough to join me on this. And we've had around 35 people join us. But that's not my main thing that I do. I actually do a channel talking about travel, food, and kind of budgeting yourself when you're on a long-term vacation or you're just living kind of as a digital nomad. And yeah, that's what I do. I do a YouTube channel focusing on, you know, culture, food, excitements about getting out of the United States, because, you know, Americans are like, oh, there's 50 states in this United States I need to explore. I have only been to 5 of them.
And they ain't nothing in some of them, honey.
Yeah, I mean,
I do not sound like that.
I'm not.
I don't either, darling.
I just am just saying, like,
you sound like a Trump supporter.
People don't travel enough in the United States. Canadians, they travel all over the world, but United States, they for some reason have got everyone brainwashed thinking like, oh, it's dangerous over there in Mexico, or it's dangerous over there in Thailand, I should say. Yeah. So anyways, I just tried to encourage people on my channel to travel and explore the world. It's called Food X Bert, and I really would appreciate it if you guys go subscribe to my channel and subscribe to everyone that's here today.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep on doing these live streams all the time, and we're going to keep on talking bad about Trump until he gets out of here. And then we're going to move on to fun things, like maybe we're going to do a day we're going to eat traveling, or we're going to eat some crazy food. Like we're going to talk about some crazy drink that they've got in
I ain't eating
Arizona.
that stomach intestine stuff. Woo!
Yeah, no, not that. But
Bert, do you have the same you have the same problem I do, where we're always rocking. I just observed this. And I'm like, I'm constantly rocking. I'm like,
well, I observed my grandmother's philosophy. When I was little, my grandmother lived to be 99.
Oh, wow.
And she drove 2 weeks before she died. And my grandmother used to say to me, never stand when you can sit, and never sit when you can lie down. And I'm lying in the bed, baby.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so my grandpa also lived until he was about 99 years old. I think he was right there, at 99.
Yep. So I'm going to be here a long time, and I'm already been here a long time.
We got good genes. We got good genes. And I don't mean Abercrombie jeans. I mean good genes.
Walmart. I got Walmart jeans right here. Yeah,
Walmart jeans are good.
So, Jahko, you're in Florida. Mike, you're in New York, right?
Nope, Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, Arizona.
You're in California.
I'm California. So is Bert. And Amanda, where do you live? You mentioned you're going to Like not, you don't go visit your son
in
where are
Louisville,
you?
Kentucky.
Right,
He's
but
in
where are
Louisville,
you?
Kentucky.
Louisville.
And I just, we have a place in Florida too.
Ah, okay.
I don't like
Down
to
the-
claim Florida though. After it turns
Down
red.
the road from Mar-a-Lago, y'all.
I saw your Mr. Jahko, your post about like you're in one of these red counties. You're I don't remember what you said, but it was a really funny video.
Because like it's true. Because the places in Florida that were blue were the ones that people talk about. Tampa was blue.
Yeah.
Miami was blue. Orlando was blue. Everywhere else
Palm
was
Beach
red. Like,
County.
yeah, like everything else was red. We don't know you.
Yeah, we don't know. You're not
We
American.
don't know you.
The breakdown of California voters for the first time in who knows how long, that actually Orange County was blue this year.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's
funny because
huge deal.
It's funny we all live in the blue ones because I live in Maricopa County in Arizona, which is Phoenix.
Yeah.
And that's a heavily blue county as well. So it's like, wow, we all live in the right spots.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to drive by Mar-a-Lago.
No. I certainly do not.
So you guys, we're gonna say bye to everybody. Any
Bye,
last words?
everybody. Good night.
We're gonna
See you
say
next
bye.
time.
Okay, we're gonna play a video from
Because Joe's
Mermaid
about
Maggie.
to come in, y'all.
We're gonna play a video from Mermaidmama Maggie because I just love her
I
channel.
love her.
Yeah, and we're gonna play the our favorite Trump's Lies video a game. It's Trump's Lies game board game, like Jumanji, from the makers of Jumanji. So it's a really fun one. Here it is. I'm gonna play it right now.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Y'all too.
Bye.
See you guys. Thank you so much
Love
for
y'all.
watching, and subscribe to Mermaidmama Maggie.
Do you have a president that lies constantly, who's told over 20,000 lies or misleading claims in the past 4 years? Well, why not make a game out of it? From the company that brought you Jumanji and 2020, we bring you Liar Liar Pants on Fire. In this board game, you'll need to bring your player through a minefield of lies until they end up in jail. I'll be Donald Trump and you be Mitch McConnell. Ooh, a mystery lie. I don't know Jeffrey Epstein.
You are fake news.
Time to go back a square. Hey, Donald's in jail. I won. Aww. Featuring some of your favorite lies like Mexico will pay for the wall and my tan's not fake. Also, it's a Democratic hoax. I'm a stable genius. I don't know the guy. And the virus will just disappear like a miracle. Replacement packs come every 2 days. Thanks, Liar Liar Pants on Fire.